Good afternoon. Is my voice is audible? Is the screen is visible? Okay, good afternoon participants. I welcome you all for this day 4 of 5 days National Faculty Development Programming on writing research articles using LaTex Overleaf. So today our agenda is to know about the numberings, listings and tables and figures. So I hope the screen is visible to all. Okay, so let me open the Overleaf. So as usual, so I will just go for Overleaf. So I will create a new project, take blank project. The project name is day 4. I can write as numbering, comma, tables and figures. So give create. So a new document is created. So we will just delete all these things. So as usual, we will start with the document class article. Okay. So I am going to talk about numberings. So there are various types of numberings here. So the listings, we call this as listings and numberings. So in some cases you have numbers like this. In some cases you will have some diamond symbol or dot symbol, something like this. So all these activities we are going to discuss today. So before doing that, we need to include a package called use package enumerate. This enumerate is the package that is used to use the numbers, listings in numbers or in any other special characters. So let me write like /begin document. I am going to begin a document. So I should create the environment begin. So we are going to list the number of items. So the name of the environment is called itemize. So automatically it will fix with end itemize. And all the content, the numberings which you are going to give, the content must begin with /item. So let us take, I am writing mouse /item keyboard /item printer. So now I will just compile this program. So we can see the outputs. So you can see the output as mouse, keyboard and printer. So by default I have not given any number system. So it will create with a dot here. If I want to create with a number, so what should I do is like begin, give enumerate. That was the package we used there. Here also we should use environment called enumerate and type it as mouse same way like keyboard, printer, etc. and compile this and we can see it is numbered as 1, 2, 3. So whatever item you are going to add, you should add with the specification of /item. It will get added and automatically you will get the numbers. So this is the small hint about the numberings and listings. So you can have nested numbers also, like inside itemize you can use another itemize also. I will show you that also. See, I have used a command called /begin enumerate or itemize. Okay. Let me write it again. /begin itemize. I have items. I will write it as input devices. Under that input devices, I want to include another items. So I will write like this. Begin enumerate. I will write keyboard /item joystick /item stylus pen so this is one nested enumerate under the input devices. So we have another item like output devices. So I can write begin enumerate. I can write as printer /item monitor, etc. So now if we compile this, so you can see here input devices. Under input devices heading we have 3 numbers items. Under output devices we have 2 items. So you can make this as numbering, and this as we call that like any list with numbers we call it as an ordered list. Any list without numbers we call it as unordered list. So you can interchange everything according to your requirement. By default it will have this 1, 2 and a dot. If you want to change that bulleting type like diamond or some circle, some square, so something like that if you want means you should use a different package called sim. That is the package that is used for giving the sim, amps symbol. So that is the package. So this package has list of various symbols that can be used. So I can just show you one type like I want to use diamond symbol or square symbol, something like that. So we will see like say for example diamond. So I can give which criteria you want that to be listed. In that place you can use this command /diamond. So now if I compile, begin enumerate style. See, we wrote it as black square /black square. You can see here it is changed into this font. So similarly you can use diamond, you can use circle. So we have various types. So I can use as diamond, I will get this diamond part. So if you want to use a circle, you can give like /CIRC. So this will appear as the circle. So the list without numbering we call it as an unordered list. The list with the numbering we call it as ordered list, and this type is called as a nested list. You have 2 or more lists inside another list. So this is how you have to give for numbering. The main package you need to use is use package enumerate. So wherever you want to use this list operation, you can give /begin itemize, that is the environment. Automatically it will create with end environment. If you use itemize, it is unordered list. If you use enumerate, it is ordered list. Fine. So I will just move on with the next detail today is creating a table. So very important. Right. So as usual, we need to include the environment. We call it as begin tabular. So whenever we use begin tabular, this syntax automatically appears. You don't want to write anything, it automatically appears. The main thing you want to remember is whenever you give ampersand, it is nothing but you are going to give the column values. So to separate two column values, you have to use ampersand. To go to the next row, you have to use double slash. So this double slash will tell you are going to go for the next row. It means the data coming after this double slash belongs to the next row. So these two only you have to remember. So when we see this environment, let me zoom it. Right. So when we see this begin tabular, this environment, so by default when you give begin tabular, automatically this end tabular gets created. So there is an option here on the right side, it is called as C, some straight line and C. So here this is called as the location of your content. Location of your content. So C means center. The data can be either left oriented or centered or in right oriented. And this line, the straight line, shows there is a line between two columns. So if I give 2C means I have two columns. If I give 3C means I have three columns. So if I give like this C/C/C, it means totally 3 C's are there, it is 3 columns. So first you should know how many columns you need for making this table. So if I want 3 columns means I should give like this. If I am not giving the straight line, you see what happens. The line between the 2-3 columns will not be shown. So I will tell you everything. So this is how you have to declare your number of columns. So after this line, you come to this first line. So this point is your declaration of the first character, first heading. Say for example number. So that is my heading of my first column or first row, first column. And the second column must be separated by ampersand symbol. It means the data which you are sending after ampersand is my second column. Name. Again ampersand, give course. Right. So I have declared here 3 columns. For 3 columns I have given the 3 headings. That is my first row. So after first row, make 2 slash and come back to my second row. Second row you need to now give the data. Say for example 1003. That is my number. Then give ampersand, give JR, your some name. Then ampersand course B Tech. This is my second line in my table. I want to go for third row. So I will press again double slash and I give 1004 ampersand BA, again ampersand BE. So now once you have done this, press again another one. I am giving another data 005 and YZ ampersand MBA. So my table is over. I want only 3 columns and 3 rows of data for each column. So now I am going to run the program. See, we can see the table generated, number, name, course 1003 JR BTech. See, if you identify here, we have given CCC. It means center, center, center. The first column will be centered, the data in the second column will be centered, the data in the third column will be centered. So now we need to, as we submit to any research article, we should not do like this. We need to make a proper table. So what we will do first, we need to put the line. See, now I have not done anything, I have just included that vertical line. I am compiling here. So we can see the vertical line appears. But what is your requirement? I need vertical line here also, I need vertical line here also. So before starting, I will give this vertical line. Before ending, I will give another vertical line. So now if I will compile, I can see one vertical line here, 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 right. So, but this is not actually appearing as a table because I am missing my top horizontal line and the last horizontal line. So, your command is called, the command to include horizontal line is /h line. So, wherever you give this /h line, that place you will get horizontal line. But my requirement is from this part. So I need a line above this number. So before number I have given this H line. I need another line after this last data. So I will make for the next line and I will give H line. So now if I compile, you can see the entire table is formed. But even now it is not perfect because we need to differentiate the headings and the datas. So where your heading comes after course, your data is starting. So again you can go and press here H line. So now if I compile, you can able to get the line like this. Fine. So here you have marked as center, so it is marking all the values as center. So I will mark this as left, I will give L, this as right, I will give R. So now if I compile, you can see this NO has changed to this left hand side, course data is everything changed to right hand side, name alone standing in the center. So depending on your requirement, how your data, your table must look for you, you can decide and accordingly you have to use this. The environment is /tabular, in bracket you have to give the location of your values, whether it is left, center or right, and H line is used to draw the horizontal line. So you can include this everything. Everywhere you can include, it will come as direct line. See, you can get everything in this box. So how you want, you can decide. If you want to merge these two columns, that is also possible, you can decide. So how you need your requirement table, that you have to first decide. Accordingly your code has to be changed. So do you have any queries till this? The participants, please let me know if you find any queries. Shall we proceed with the next? Okay, fine. So now I have told you how to include the table. But if you want to include the headings for the table or some captions you want to give, so all those things can be done. But what you should do is, like, you need to include a environment called table. So this table is, this tabular is where you are typing, there this tabular column will generate. But this table is this entire tabular column along with the table number, along with the table caption, you can place anywhere in the page, either at the top or the bottom or the left or the right, wherever you want to place, you can place. See the environment, how it is created. When I give begin table, it will create table automatically. It will ask for centering, and then inside this is your tabular. So I am giving table H. H means here. So wherever you are writing, at that place it will top, or else I can give as T. T means top. If you are not giving any command, it will take it as top. So centering. So for the same data I am copying again. I am copying again the same data. So now I need to give the caption. You can give anything you want, table 1 or name details of the student. I can fix like this. Students details, right? And this label / label is there. Now this label is called as the table number. If you write thesis means you will have more tables. You will keep on give the label as chapter name, chapter number .1, .2, .3. So similarly you can give here as 1. Whatever you want you can give. But whenever you want to refer this table, you have to use /cite and this number. Which number you are giving, that you have to, that I will teach you tomorrow. How to refer the figures, tables and papers and all. So now we will compile this, and you can see the table is at the top. The table is at the top. The caption by default it will be always at the bottom. So whenever you refer any papers, how they need, like that you have to fix. And label is whenever you want to refer that figure, you will be writing, right, the comparative analysis is tabulated in the table number 1 or table number 5, like that. Wherever you are referring, you can use this number. So when you compile, automatically that number gets added there. So this is how you are going to create a table. So there is a difference between tabular and table. So table is with the captions and with the position you can fix. I can write it as B, and it will be generated at the bottom. Fine. So wherever you want to place this table along with the captions and everything, you should use begin table environment, and the content inside the table must be given in this tabular environment. So you need both the tables. So say for example, I am copying this table once again. So let the content be same. It is also in the bottom. So because it will go to the next page and type the bottom. So no problem. So I am not giving any conditions. See here it is in the table 1, the student details, and here it is in this table 2, student details. So now in the foremost page, I want to know how many tables are there. What are all the tables available? So I can write list of tables here. Like how we did list of contents, we can give list of tables here. So when I compile this, you can see very well the list of tables. The first table, student details, the page number. Similarly, the second, student details, page number. So this is how you will create. Okay. So this is the basic behind table and tabular. So if you find anything to be discussed, any queries you have? I have an example where the captions are at the top. So where the captions are in the top. Here I showed captions at the bottom. You can have captions at the top also. So you can just place the caption at the starting itself. Whatever you want, that label number, and see begin tabular I have created 3 columns, all are left oriented with some text inside. So between the columns you need to differentiate using ampersand, between the rows you need to differentiate with respect to double slash. So third table is got already attached, table captions, and you can see the table here. The caption is at the top. So here I have used various fonts. I have already taught you about this slash large and all. So I have used that. Using that you can do italic or whatever text you want inside you can fix. So this is one simple example of how to create a table. I have not given introduced any horizontal line in between the rows. So if your table must have that rows means you can add. If it is doesn't require means you can skip that slash h line. So we will move on to the next topic for today's class is your figures. So this is primarily very important. How to highlight the first row of the table. Okay sir, I will just complete these figures and then update you with the answer. So for the figures you need to include the package called graphics. So there is a package called slash use package graphics. So this graphics is the package that will support all kind of figures. So basically when you submit to any journal they accept only EPS file, not JPEG file. So all those things will be supported by this graphics. So before including your figure in this paper or in your work, first of all you should upload your figure in this main menu. Say for example I should go to this upload. So this is my new file, new folder, this is my upload. So already you must have got that file in JPEG or whatever format. So just upload that select files. I have one image file here. I am just uploading that here. So once your upload is done, you will get this image here. So now you need to give a package or the environment slash begin figure. So when you press slash begin, automatically these things will come. Slash centering, include graphics, captions, label and all. So first of all, centering is as usual, it is to center. Your figures will be in center. So when you type include graphics, automatically it will show you what are all the JPEG files you have uploaded here. If you have done more files means more files gets uploaded. If you have done less files means only whatever files you have uploaded, that content will come here. You can select this. Or else you have to type the character IMG-2024. So you have to type, but by default it will show you. So the caption is whatever you want, your figure name. I will write figure 1. Enter the label. So figure a label, I can write it as first. So now I will just compile. See, the figures gets uploaded here. Right? So the size of the paper and the figure size is not matching here. I lost some data content in the figure. So you need to resize this figure. So to resize this figure, the first option is before selecting the figure, give the scale is equals to 0.5. So you can give any number. 0.5 means it is nothing but whatever the image you are giving, that size is halfly reduced. The scale is multiplied with your image size. So now if you compare, you see the total image is now reduced to this image. Okay, so we will first just get that image. So what is your requirement? In some cases your entire page may have your figure. In some case the entire page may not have your figure. So I can vary the scale. See how the image size is reduced. Okay. as usual, if I give a caption means, for caption word it will generate figure 1. I have given the name as figure 1, so let me change this to poster. So I can compile and I got the figure name here. So this is one method of reducing your size of the figure. The size of the figure will not affect the content, the data present in the figure. The figure quality will not change. And there is another method like giving scale equals to 0.5 lemma. There is another method called width. We can give width is equals to 0.5 slash text width. So now I can compile. See the difference between the previous image and this image. So if you are using a single page journal document, you can see your figure size and figure clarity, the figure size and everything, and then you can fix. Or else you can just use your scale axis, what is the document you want, how much width you want. Accordingly you can decide whether width you want to use width or you want to use scale. And you can use height also. You can specify the height also. That is also possible. There is an error, so it is showing package is not applicable. Okay. So let us try this later. Right. So if you have multiple figures, you want to use 2 columns, 3 columns, that is also possible. So last class I told you how to use 2 columns, multi-columns package. So in that 2 columns you can select one figure and then post another figure. That is also possible. So you can play with your figures, because this is the toughest part in LaTeX. Like figures will not set according to your requirement. In Word document we can use wrap text, position your figure and everything. But in LaTeX it is very difficult to make your figure to sit. So you will be expecting some answer, but when you compile that, the figure will be sitting at the last. All writing part will go first. So you should be more careful in adjusting the width for figures when you are using in LaTeX. So we have some more attributes like same like how we used a list of tables. You can give here list of figures. So this will compile you and give you the figures at the front. You can see here list of figures / poster and all. So this is also possible. What is the figure name you have given? What is the page number? So by default it will come. So this is like how table of contents we used. We can give list of tables, list of figures, list of abbreviations, that is also available. Right. I have something called another attribute which is called as angle. I want to rotate my figure to particular angle. So I can go here, instead of this attributes, as include, I am giving this attribute angle equals to 60. Okay. So now the image will be rotated to 60 degree. You can see here the image is rotated to 60 degree. So you can use that width also, this angle also. So I will write scale is equals to 0.2. Right. So there is another option called like how we did listed figures and everything. We have something called subfigures. That is, inside one figure we need to include another figure. So that is also possible. So let me just upload some other figures. So you can see that image is rotated 60 degree. So similarly you can reduce the size of the corner. Like I want to reduce all the corner 5 centimeter 5 mm thickness means that is also possible. So you can have various attributes, like you want to reduce 5 mm thickness. So I will show you now. So how you want to place your figures is absolutely your decision. So now you can see, like this is I have given a trim command. Trim 5 mm, 5 mm, 5 mm, 5 mm. So all the 4 directions it will reduce 5 mm. So that's what we lost one curve here, and similarly this side also. And top also. So you can work on with this image how you want, what is your requirement, everything. Accordingly you have to use the attributes. So main attribute is scaling and width. If you go with an IEEE paper, it is very difficult to keep your figures according to your requirement. It doesn't support so fast. So what we have to do is we have to download the IEEE format class itself, and they will provide you this LaTex file. In that file you have to change. So then it will work. So if you are not giving the centering, it will not place at the center. See, it is in the left corner. So how you want, it is absolutely your wish, but by default it will fix at the center. Okay, so let me try the another attribute. Width is equals to, let us write scale is equals to 0.5 and angle is equals to 60 degree. See, 50%, I mean I have given scale as 0.5. So the original size is reduced to half and it is rotated 60 degree. So this is how your figure sets, and you can use figure and subfigures, like you have multiple figures in one place. So that is also possible. So we'll show you one example how to include the subfigures. So as usual you have to begin with your figure environment, and you have to use something called as subfigure environment. So for the subfigure you have to give the width. If you don't give also, nothing will happen. So as include, I am giving original file with the width of 1. I am not scaling it anything. So I will like download.png. I will give the name as figure name 1, label as figure 1, end of subscript, subfigure. So again I have to See, I have got one inside subfigure. I have used only one figure. The figure name is 1. You can use another figure here, this also. So you can give again one subfigure. I have included here one subfigure. Yeah? Again you can just give slash begin subfigure and same. See, I am reducing the width here. So it will see, it is showing bottom because the size of this image is very huge to occupy 2 columns. So we can reduce here also to 0.75, or I can make this as 0.5 and this as 0.2, so that both will appear in the next and next. Okay, you can do like this also. Okay, so in some cases we'll have figure A, figure B, and both will come under one category of figures. So in that case you can use the subfigures. So they are asking us to use package subfigure. Okay, this is how figures and subfigures works. So any doubts you have with respect to figures? Please let me know if you have any doubt with respect to figures. Tabular, okay, tabular. You have to use a package called use package X color. Right, after this H line, before defining this, I want to slash row font. Row font slash color red. Slash height ಅನ್ನೋದು slash row colors. I can give us red and yellow. Let us see what happens. It's not supporting. There is some error. Unclosed open. We should give row colors. Yellow. Undefined control sequence. We need to define some package for the source. Okay, sir, I will just find out how to do it and get back to you on this. This is the command given to it, but why it is not working, I don't know. I will just work it on that and will get back to you. Right. So there are other types of tables, like you want to merge two columns, two rows, and dotted lines. So there are various types you can use. You can try on that also. Say for example, I want to merge these two columns, something like that you want to use. So that is also possible in table. So maybe I can just show you one example on that, how to merge the tables. Let us go back at the end. Okay, so I will as usual begin with the tabular. So I have C. So let me start with the line C, whatever maybe. I have 4 columns, all are centered, right? So next I need to type the heading. So I will give /h line. Then my first number is serial number. Let us do like this: serial number, ampersand, item, ampersand, quantity, ampersand, price. I will give another double lines and give h line. Next I want to give the data. So my first is serial number is 1, and I am going to buy a pen and around 10 quantities, and my price is, let us take 50 rupees. So next you need to, okay, so next you need to draw h line, and in bracket 1-2. It means the first and second column alone will have this h line. Then I will have C line, that is for column line 4 and 4. Fourth column alone will have column line. It means I am going to merge the third column for multiple rows. So I will just type and show you how it is coming. Then you can understand what we are trying to do. See, let me run this to show you how I have done the merging. Okay, because it is merged, it is showing here, but no problem. Let us redraw this everything after few page. Like I can just give /new page. Okay, see here 1, 2 is my item. Pen and pencil I have. This 10 is common to both pen and pencil, so I wrote only once. And because of 4 items, I have given only 3 items. By default, it is giving some text, 50 height, 1 and 2 and all. So by default, it is fixing. We should make it as H line, not C line. Horizontal line only, na, we need. So we need a space here. Okay, let us see what is this. 1 2 அது ரெண்டுக்கும் நம்ம கோடு போட்டோம். இல்லை 1 2 எடுத்துட்டா ஃபுல்லாகவே ஹெச் லைன் ஆகிடும். இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா ஹெச் லைன் 1-2 அதுக்கப்புறம் ஸ்பேஸ் ஸ்லாஷ் சி லைன் 4-4 அதுக்கப்புறம் 2 and 5 அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு டாட். ஐயோ இன்னொன்றுலாம் நடக்குது. 1 10 10 50 வந்துடுது. அதுக்கப்புறம் இது வருது ஹெச் லைன் போட்டால் 1 and 2. See now, this 10 is that the first column I have merged the first 2 rows for this column alone. So like that you have to give, because here I have not given any data. This 10 is common for first line and second line. Okay, so we used H line here, it is column line. So 1 and 2 will have column line. So 1 and 2 will have column line. Then 4th will have column line. That's 4 and 4 nu putru. So remaining the center third one will not have any line here. So you can do such types of table also. Depending on your requirement where you want to use, you can merge the cells, either rows or columns. That is also possible. So you can use something like dotted tables, not as the regular line. The line can be dotted line also. So we'll tell you how to do. Same way, begin tabular environment. I am creating 4 columns. Okay, so instead of this first straight line, you should give this colon. Right, there we used straight line, here we used this colon. So that is also plays a vital role. So next you need to give H dash line. Right, it means you have to give this dashed line is like you will get a dotted line like this. Say for example we have hyphen. So this line, dotted line, you have to tell the width of this dotted line as well as the height of the dotted line. That is what given here as 3 point slash 5 point. We will see what it is happening. Afterwards we will see when we vary what it is happening. So first cell is number, ampersand item, ampersand quantity, ampersand price. This is my heading. Double slash for the next line. So again there we used H line, here we have to use this H dash line. H dash line. Then my content first is my pen. I am going to buy 5 quantity and it cost is 50 rupees. Then dash, double dash. Okay. So now we have to again use this H dash line. Again I am giving another content. 2 pencil, 5 and quantity. After that I have to finish with this dotted lines. Slash H dash. Right, we will see what is happening, because we have not included the package. So H dash line has to include a package slash use package AR ARYDSH LR or something. Okay, this package name is missing, so just I will find out what is the package name. So we need to use door. It is N. So we can see how this dotted line comes. Okay, so we should be more careful about the package. So there is nothing to worry that you should remember this. It will automatically show you that control sequence is missing. It means the package is not there. You can just check with Google, or I will send you the information tomorrow. That PDF you can use it for any cross check of your documents. So we can see here the dotted lines. So now we can vary this 3.2, 8 point. You see what it is happening, which width is changing and all. So you can see I gave 8 point here, this dash, the horizontal line, the width, the length is increased. So we can increase this somewhere to have better clarity. We will give bigger number. See here the width is increased. So if I change this 5 point, this vertical width will increase. So let me give us 15. That vertical line width will increase. Okay. So that is how we have to work. So what is your requirement? We can change. So the minimum is like 3 and 5. That will be better. It will be like a dotted line, and also it is not a straight line. Okay. Actually, this 3 point is the width of the straight line, and 5 point is the gap between the two dotted lines. Right. So imagine here, if I change to 15, the gap between the two dotted lines. You can see the gap is increased now. So first one is the width of that dotted line. The second one is the gap between the two lines. So how you want to see, how your requirement, accordingly you can change. But you have to do trial and error only, because what is your requirement is only known by you. We cannot give any standard formula. So now you can see very well the width is 5, the gap between the two dotted lines is 3. Okay, we have some more concepts with the table, I guess. Yeah, we have done that merging and all. Okay, so that is also done. So we can use include the table environment and then give tabular environment, right? So we will try tomorrow with the hyperlinks, references, and creating a title page. So with that, your LaTeX is somewhat covered. Like first we started with the new text LaTeX document, how to create an article, how to create a book. And then we moved on to various sections, how to number the sections. And I forgot to tell you one thing, like we have opened this in article only, na? Okay. So say for example, there is an option like slash section topic 1. I am writing some text here. Okay. So I have another section, topic 2. So what we discussed is when I run this program, I will get section 1 and section 2, right? Topic 1 and topic 2. But I don't want this thing to be visible. So I can use something called star. Whatever the content you want, slash section star means that will not be visible here. There will not be any numbering here. See the difference. If I give just like that sections, it will give number. Section 1, 2, 3, etc. If I give star here, this 2 will get erased. Anything, any environment you can take, like begin, figure, you can give star also. So wherever you have that sections, majorly we will use this sections only, like because in article we cannot go more than 3 sections. Subsection, 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 that's all. After that we can't go, so you can either use the numberings, listings, or we can skip the number. You can do like this also. So any environment you are creating, slash chapter, that also if you give star, there the number will not be given. So wherever you use the star, if I give subsection topic 3, you will get the number like 1.1 because 2 is not visible. But I have given the subsection under topic 2. So if I remove the star, I will get 2.1. See here it is 2.1. So it is absolutely your decision whether you want to give number or not. But you are not given 2 here, but you want 2.1 means it is not possible. That subsection comes under topic 2 means this 2 must be present here. Or else it will take 1.1 only. Whichever is not there before without star, that only it will take. See, I have given this topic 3 as subsection of topic 2. So it is giving us 2.1. But I am saying, like, if somebody wants to say I am giving star here, I don't want to get appear 2 here, but this topic 3 must comes under 2.1 means that is not possible. It will check whichever previous section is there without star, that number only it will take. Right, let me give you one more example, like section. I am not giving this star. Right, so I am removing it and I am typing it as topic 5. See, now this topic 3 comes under this topic 5. It is going up. Right, topic 3 is coming under topic 5. This is not having 2 here, so automatically 2 comes here and 2.1 comes here. If you are not making 2, but I want this to be 1.1 means that is not possible. So this subsection is under which section it is coming, that number only it will take. It will not take any other number. Right, this coloring of your table alone, I will just check what is the package we need to use. Then I will let you know. I think by tomorrow I can get you the answer. Color highlights in the table. Maybe not only in the first row but also in other rows. How to show all those things. Fine. So we have seen so far almost all the topics covered. Max, figures, tables, numbers, text and fonts colors, font style. And almost everything is done. When you prepare any paper, you require only this, whether the first paper is the single column format or multi-column format, paper size, margin, everything we have discussed already, and the contents and how to include the figures we have discussed today, how to include the table we have discussed today. So next one is your references part, how to add your references in the main paper and how to call that. There are various methods for that. So we will discuss one by one how to refer the figure, how to refer the table, everything is there. So we will discuss that as the tomorrow's last session. So let me show you one example of our work. Say for example, yeah. Right, I have made this as the book. First and foremost thing, I have made this as a book. Actually this is the study material we are prepared. So this is the title page. So there is a method to create a title page. Then I have my contents. So I have my contents. So automatically I have defined this as sections, subsections, subsections. So we got easily numbered with along with the page numbers neatly aligned. Then the second chapter. So this is the list of table of contents. I have used a word called table of contents. See here / table of contents. So automatically it will fix everything. So then I used 1.5 line spacing for entire document. So it is in a book format. So right hand side the book starts. So whatever content I have written, accordingly we will get the solution. So I have not done any header, footer and all. I have just kept as plain, empty only. So I got only the page numbers at the bottom. That is my first chapter. So you will see the figures. So figures alone we have to try more number of times, because the figure size and the paper size varies. So we need to try, vary the width and scale value, then only you can fix at one particular position. So then see here I have a particular text in the italic format. So I have used Ctrl+I. Similarly the figures. So figures is as easy as well as it is difficult to fix, because this entire document is a single page document. I don't have any problem with. If you go with a double page document, double column, then place your vital role on the figures. So let me show you one more work, something called as Beamer. So yesterday the class was taken in Beamer only. So Beamer is nothing but, instead of article and textbook, if you want to create a PowerPoint presentation, you have to use something called document class Beamer. See, I have given here document class Beamer. Don't worry about these other whatever we are using. So in this Beamer also you can able to define what is your format, like how your PPT looks. In normal PowerPoint we use the theme. Similarly we have various themes in Beamer. If you want to know more about that, you can just Google with the Beamer themes. It will automatically generate. Beamer themes in LaTex, we have list of Beamer themes. So they will give you the names and everything. You can use that default values. So I have used this type. You can use Cambridge US, you can use Warsaw, whatever you want, because everything will have different style. So you have to use a command called /use theme, and you should use the theme name. So here I have used this theme, and whenever I fix, automatically, like how you started writing the content in article directly, here you cannot do like this. In PPT, normal Microsoft PowerPoint, we call it as slides. Here we call it as frames. So every slide must begin with the title called begin frame. That is the environment. So you should give the frame name at the closer to it. If you are not giving, nothing will happen here. Say for example, I am not giving anything. I am just going to compile this. And you can see nothing will come here. See, nothing is there. So this begin frame is the direct version of your PPT. If you want to develop a PPT with LaTeX means, you can try this Beamer. So same, all the rest things are all same. Wherever you want to get to the next line, you have to use this double slash. Wherever you want the font to be large, you can use this large. So I have already told you LARG difference and capital LARG difference. So how you want everything, you can fix. So once the one slide is over, you have to complete this by end frame. So you can decide how many frames you want. Accordingly, each frame you have to give the write-up. So when you download this, automatically it will come PDF along with the details. See, I have given here footer. So as today's date. So it is showing me today's date. Right here it is showing me September 12th, today's date, my name, topic and page number. So you can fix what you want here also. So that is also possible. See, /author, insert date, H space 50 point. H space means the space between the two words. So between the first date and my name, I have given 50 point space. You can define however you want, accordingly it will look. Then I have a title, then H space 25, insert page number. So this is the format already given when you use this theme. So when you use this theme, this will be your format. So when you use some other theme, this format will vary. Accordingly, your output will vary. Right? Nothing else. I have just typed the text, included the figure. See here, I have given the numbers. Numbers as 1, 2, enumerator type only, 3, 4. So when you explore yourself with this, then you will understand what are all the things available with this. Right? LaTeX is having all the facilities, but you have to explore yourself. Try to convert all your simple class documents, simple notes into this LaTeX to make yourself comfortable. So we have all the topics in this Beamer. So this is called Beamer. I have attached the figure. So it is not visible here, but it is a figure file. So that figure I have called here in this frame. So if you are using PowerPoint, you should first concentrate on, you must use frames and you must choose the theme properly, which theme you want. So every theme has its own varieties. You can also make animations in this, but this type I don't have, so I have not done. You can try that also, it is available. Fine. So this is one, other than book and article, this is another one called Beamer. So if you want to make any PPTs, you can use this Beamer. So I will show you one more paper with double column format. See, this is a double column format. I have not decided any column width and all. I have just downloaded from IEEE conference. IEEE transaction, the conference, conference proceedings, by default it will come. So don't change anything in the document class unless you are comfortable with it. So this is my double column format. It is in a IEEE form. So I have given as IEEE format, but this figure is merged between the two columns. So you have, in that place, you need to include the figure in such a way that it is merged in both the columns. So in yesterday's class, they discussed about this equation. This equation also you can mark star. If you mark star, that equation number will not come. Like how I told you in sections, you can mark for equation also equation star. But when you give end also, you should give equation star. See, the equation number doesn't appear. So it is better to give star. So when you have any in between, if you are working in max, in between calculation that doesn't require any numbers means, you can use this star. Begin star, wherever you use the star near to that begin, that number will not be displayed. So this is one sample IEEE paper. See the figures, everything we attached. That figure is not available in the file. So I have named the figure like VA model R1 servo and regulatory.jpg file. That file is not there in my menu. In this page I am not having the figures, so it is not showing here. And tomorrow I will explain you how to write this references. There are various methods, like you can create the reference file and call that file here, or you can type directly in the same program itself at the last. Once you run, it will show you the references. That is also possible. See, here I have typed the bibliography as it is. I have typed. That is also possible, or you can use the bibtex file and call here. That is also available. So we will tell you both the things tomorrow how to do this. So there is a ref bib file. Bib file will be there. This bib file you have to write in this format. So this format is also readily available. I will tell you how to use this format, how to download this format. Then you can create this ref bib, that bib file. You can call this .bib file in your main text. Automatically this reference get loaded there. Okay. So almost we have covered many things in this LaTeX, this 4 days. Only the left out thing is bibliography and referencing, including the papers, figures, tables, everything, hypertext, URL, whatever things you want to give, you can give that also. So those things I will cover tomorrow. So meanwhile you have any queries, please post it here. So for tomorrow's session, along with your attendance, you will have some assessment. You can just complete that assessment and submit for your e-certificate. So e-certificate will be given in 10 to 15 days time. So if at all you need this any slides what we have done so far, please let us know. We will share to you through email ID. Right. You have any queries, you can just post the message, or else I will drop today's attendance feedback link. You can submit that feedback. Right. So the feedback is posted in the chat box of your YouTube live. This will be there for another 10-15 minutes. Kindly submit your feedback. Thank you so much. The participant ART has asked for course material. So could you please mail your mail ID so that I can share you through your email. Tell me again what you are saying about assessment. I didn't understand because of range problem yesterday. Can you please tell us again? The participant Pooja Bariat, we were saying about the assessment, like tomorrow we will be sending you the link in this chat box itself that has attendance, feedback and some assessment question. Once you submit that, you will get your e-certificate according to your assessment score. At least 60 marks is needed. Tejaswini, please share your email ID to our mail ID. We will share you the material. Yesterday I attended a class but chat box not open for me. For that I put message in description.